Blessed. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1335 days. Daniel chapter 12, verse 12, King James Version. The tribulation is believed to run a course of 1335 days. If we begin our count at the Feast of Trumpets and end our count at the Feast of Pentecost, we find that there is exactly 1335 days between these two feasts. This 1335 days regularly occurs between these two feasts, except for intercalary months. These two feasts are two of 7 feasts found in Leviticus chapter 23. Let's examine the dates more closely. In 2017, the Feast of Trumpets, otherwise known as Yom Teruah, occurs on the 22nd of September. Let's have a look at that on the calendar. If we go to teruah we find that it is the 7th month and it is the first day of that month. Let's zoom in on the first day. As you can see, it is Yom Teruah, Day of Trumpets, otherwise known as Rosh Hashanah, and it is the first day of the civil new year. The day is marked from sunset to sunset, so we have the 21st of September to the 22nd of September marking the day. Let's now go to the feast that marks the end of the 1335 days, the Feast of Pentecost, otherwise known as the Feast of Weeks, or in Hebrew, Shabbat. In 2021, the Feast of Pentecost occurs on the 18th of May. Let's check that on the calendar. If we go to teruah we find that it is the 3rd month and that it is the 5th day of the 3rd month. Let's zoom in on the 5th day. As you can see, it is Shabbat Pentecost, and it occurs from the 17th of May to the 18th of May, from sunset to sunset. Let's now go examine another timeline, also found in Daniel, and also found in the book of Revelation. 3.5 biblical years. Daniel 12 verse 7. And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and sware by him that liveth for ever, that it shall be for a time, times, and a half. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished. Time, times, and a half. 3.5 biblical years. Revelation chapter 12 verse 14. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent. Time, and times, and half a time. 3.5 times 360 equals 1260 days. Note, a score equals 20. Revelation 12 verse 6. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. 1,260 days. Let us place this on our timeline, below the 1335 days. Let us now examine another timeline, also found in Daniel. Daniel chapter 12 verse 11. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. 1,290 days. Let's place this 1290 days at the end of the 1260 days. And what we find now is that we have 2,550 days, starting at the Feast of Trumpets and ending, as it turns out, at another feast, the Day of Atonement. Let us examine this feast more closely. The Day of Atonement, also known in Hebrew as Yom Kippur. In 2024, the Day of Atonement occurs on the 14th of September. Let's check this on the calendar. If we go to teruah we find in the 7th month, on the 10th day, Yom Kippur occurs. Let's zoom in on the 10th day. Yom Kippur, Day of Atonement, as you can see, occurring from the 13th of September to the 14th of September, from sunset to sunset.